Welcome to the first long run in a while. So I haven't done a long run since Goodyear when I injured my hamstring. The good news is it went really easy for a week. The next week I did a full week of just elliptical stuff, which is boring. You don't want to watch that. And now I'm going for my first long run in a while, aiming for 17 total. So for some reason I am extraordinarily more hungry today than I usually am at this time. And I would think it's because I waited too long between eating and starting my run, but I had 2 bananas and a gel within like 30 to 45 minutes of running. And I just prematurely took another gel at mile 3. I wanted to wait till like 4 or 5. I don't want to try to do a long run coming back from injury and just not underfueled and just have my expectations up here and down here. So I think I'm gonna finish out with 8 today. Easy. I am properly prepared for this. So it's my own fault. My own fault that I am not going to be able to do this run. We have tomorrow, but I can't be doing this moving forward. I can't be just being lazy about my training. So of course, after I say that, I start to feel better. Yeah, still gonna wait till tomorrow to do the full workout, but I think at 5 miles here, I'm just gonna try 650. Just to see how it feels. I mean, it felt like it was taking forever for my body to warm up. I feel like I'm most of the way there right now. So, try it, see how it feels. So I just restarted my watch to start a new run. Tried running for just a little bit at 650. Ended up going out at like 630. So it's a stupid idea to try to do that the day before actually doing it. I'm just gonna keep it easy, get fully recovered from doing legs and my other workout that smoked my back the other day. Yeah, take care of the fatigue today and try again tomorrow. Okay. Take 2. It is 6:27 p.m. And ideally, I would not be running Sunday night. If I would, it'd be just an easy run to round out the week. Still a little bit dark there and out of focus, but the weather is great. It's like 60 degrees, I think, and didn't get the run in yesterday, so gonna try again. So the goal for this run is 17 miles total. We'll run back what we tried to do yesterday and do 2 on at 650 pace and then 1 off, and do that 4 times. About 3 miles in.
feeling pretty all right, and a lot better than I did 3 miles in yesterday. So a few miles left in the warm-up. I'm confident about this one. Started out not too confident, but I'm pretty confident about this. I think I can do it today. So I'm in the last mile of the warm-up, and once I reach about 4.5 miles, I'll start to kick up the pace a little bit for a few bursts, getting ready for that first rep at 650. So it's not a immense shock to my body. It shouldn't be that fast. I keep telling myself it's not that fast. It's fast, but it's not as fast as I think it's gonna be. I also need to take a gel, which I'll do here shortly. All right, coming up on the first set. So try to get locked into the pace, and I'll see you at the end of this first one. Here we go. That really, that got better as it went on. I mean, I was going downhill for like the second one, but it kind of sucked at the beginning a lot. But that always happens, like, I just get into the pace. So, mile recovery, we're back at it. Okay, this next one is gonna have some uphill, but I've ran that section of road at this pace so many times already, going uphill. And I know once I crest the one hill by the Elks Lodge, smooth sailing from there. But I also have to take a gel during this next rep, so that's going to be interesting. I'm so pissed off. I'm out here trying to train my guts out. We got people back here on the trail smoking weed like nobody's business. It's so annoying. Like, don't you have something better to do? right. Second section was significantly more uphill on the second mile of those two. Went too fast on the first, too slow on the second. Didn't feel too hard though on the first, since I went downhill so much. But I predicted it's gonna get significantly harder on these last two. I know the sections though that I'm gonna be running, so I don't think it's gonna be as hard as that freaking mile 10. Yeah, that sucked. Back to it. About a quarter of a mile left here, and I will have to start at 650 on the Mega Hill. That's where I am, the Mega Hill. So this will be, again, interesting, but gotta do it. Okay, I gotta stop there for a minute and freaking reset my watch. I reached over with my hand, had the water bottle on it, and tried to put the light on to see where I was, and accidentally bumped the lap button with my knuckle. So it moved to the next section of the workout. So I just put it on my total time, or total distance, and went to the next rep to catch the pace. And just kept flipping back and forth between those two to make sure I was still on pace. Holy crap, that's getting hard. All right. Save. Workout's not complete. But, yeah, shut up, Garmin. I need to rest for that long. Okay, just do a regular run. My watch is about to die too. Gosh. I guess I'll run till my watch is done. I mean, I know what 4 miles is, but coming up on the last set. Got 0.2 miles left of this recovery jog. I will see you at home when I'm finished. Both my devices are low on power, so I'm just gonna run at home, focus hard on the pace, and get her done. See you later. Ah, 6:48.5. All right. All devices made it, pretty much. See you in 1 more mile. Cool. All right. There's 17. Whew. That's the week. I think 47 miles, which is pretty good. I didn't want to go too many since I didn't do too many last week, and I'm building back from the injury. Overall, I feel pretty good. Those marathon pace miles are faster than they seem, but honestly, that pace is getting easier to run, so that's good.
Good morning. I'm having a good morning. Slept pretty well last night because yesterday's effort was pretty tough. Yesterday's run went pretty well. There were a few points during it where I was thinking, holy crap, how am I going to be able to hold this pace for 26 miles? Then I remember every single other marathon that I've trained for, 8, 9, 10, 12 weeks out, I'd try to run marathon pace and it was extremely fast for me. And then by the time I get to the marathon, it's fairly good, I guess, a fairly good pace for 16, 18, 20 miles. And then once it gets to like 20 miles and above, then it starts to really get tough. But that's just how a marathon works. So that's kind of really the only thing that I was worried about yesterday in my run. I could hold the pace as well. It didn't feel like I was running my legs off or my heart was about to explode like it does in a 5K. Strava said, I think, like mid 140s for that last rep, which is completely wrong. I was smoking it, and I really don't care. I really don't care about the heart rate number. I just care about how it feels. But I'm really glad that that's how it felt at the end, because now I know what that pace and that effort feels like at that point in the run, and I know what kind of work I need to do to be able to get to a point to where at that point in the run it doesn't feel like that. So overall numbers for the week, I think I ran about 47 miles. Would have liked to do a little bit more speed stuff, but again, as I was coming back from injury, I didn't want to push it too much, and I also didn't want to push mileage too much. I wanted to get somewhere around mid 40s to maybe 50 miles. So 47 is great. This week I'm going to push for about 55-ish miles, and then hopefully next week around 60 miles and start being inside of that 60 to 65 mile zone. So that was a great week of training. Missed a day because of just poor planning, and then failed attempt at a long run because, again, poor planning. So that's something I'll have to take into account for the future. So that's going to be the video for this week. If you liked it, drop a like below. Subscribe if you want to keep following along, and I'll see you in the next run.